I'm Stan Ikenberry. I'm happy to be back on this campus. Turns out this is my third day in Springfield, but this is by far and away my best. The other 2 days have been in the Capitol. As I began to think about resuming my role as president of the university in January, it was clear to me, even then, that we were drifting toward a very major crisis. Where are we today? We are now at $487 million in arrears. I think next week, if we are lucky and the creeks don't rise, I think we will receive the payment of the federal stimulus monies as part of our overall budget this year from the state. We're getting $45 million from the federal stimulus package. Beyond that, I honestly am not very optimistic that we will receive anything from the state of Illinois between now and the end of the fiscal year. Furloughs, as I've had an opportunity to talk with some of you before, are a terrible thing. They are a blunt-edged, awkward management tool. But they were one of the few lifeboats or few management tools that we had to deal with a rapidly escalating mid-year crisis. I won't say never ever again, but it is certainly not my intent to turn to the remedy of furloughs next year. One of the pleasant things for me coming back was actually to walk on this campus again after having been gone for 10 or 15 years and come back and see the great things that have happened. The growth in your student enrollment, the growth in the physical plant, and the general development of the Springfield campus overall. So it's a tip of the hat to each of you and to others who have helped bring that about. And I think Rich Ringheisen deserves a lot of credit for helping bring us through the last decade. He came to me a couple of months ago indicating that he thought he was ready to make the transition. He and I both decided he was ready to give up his faculty position, ready to relinquish his tenure. He had a full year's leave coming to him as the basis of the contract in which he entered the university 9 or 10 years ago. We both agreed that instead of taking that as simply as a paid leave, that he would use that time productively to try to chronicle for his successor what had happened here, the developments, the important developments of the last 9 or 10 years, and begin to chart out some future possibilities for the next person coming in. I think that the next couple of months we should spend in preparing ourselves to launch now another search and forming a search committee, beginning to get people to think about where we are and where we need to go so that we will be well positioned to launch a search and get it underway first thing in the fall. So I think we can do some preparatory work to get going so that when September comes, we can hit the button, we can have a search underway, and hopefully have a decision made very quickly after the beginning of the next calendar year with a person in place, if not by January of 2011, certainly by July of 2011.